Good evening, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I'm going to turn the light on. Hold on. I remember when I look at my hair. I remember when I first started making videos. It took me, I don't know, a couple months or something before I realized you could pause. And I was all excited about it. And so I would pause and like put something on my head and then say something like so it looked like I was kind of like bewitched or something, changing or whatever. I just thought I'd drop in because I didn't really do a video today from the store. And then Ears Acres was short yesterday. And plus, I haven't just come at you wildly and chatted with you in a while. And I have to tell you about my day. You know, you'd think that I'd have somewhat of a mishap of something, say, falling on me or me falling or whatever at the diner compared to the lavender blue at the lake. That's what it's called, lavender blue at the lake. In fact, when I answered the phone today, I had to look at the business card to make sure because I'm not used to saying it. LB is what we call it. I just call it the boutique. So, yeah, you'd think that, wouldn't you? Well, guess what happened to me today, ladies and gentlemen? 5:30, I'm running the sweeper. And suddenly, thank God it did not damage the clothing, but there's this rack with a lot of things on it. I'm doing this because it's kind of like a round, when it goes down like a spiral staircase, that kind. And suddenly, one of, like, a belt from a dress was in that vacuum, and so the thing was just falling. It fell on me. So a rack of clothing fell on me today at the boutique. Yeah. So I didn't really get injured, I don't think, other than basic pain that I've had ever since I started slinging hash again. But you know, hopefully I'll get used to it. So yeah, it was just rather hideous because, well, a rack fell on me, A, and B, there's all kinds of clothes, and I'm trying to get them off the floor in case somebody came in. Nothing was damaged, I swear, I promise. I swear on a stack of cheeseburgers. And then I, you know, quickly got things back on hangers. And it's one of those deals where you can't really, like, I didn't want to slide it along to move it back because the wood is like, well, it's probably not real, but it could be like wooden. And I didn't want to, I'm keeping an eye over here because Bernadette's going to try to sneak in and eat Mars's food. That's why I keep doing this, suspiciously. Yeah, so, but you can't lift up on it because it comes apart. So I just took everything off the damn thing. The vacuum was blocking the door. It was crazy. Like, if anybody would have come in, they might have tripped over the vacuum. But I did move it. And then while I was back there, I went ahead and cleaned the windowsill and vacuumed, like, in areas that haven't been done, I guess. So, yeah, that was my experience today. But I did, on a nicer note, I ran the register, and it feels funny saying register. It's one of those square deals. So I was able to work it, and I had a nice customer, and we had a long talk. She's about my age, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, back in my day, when Mother had the Jacqueline shop located, for your convenience, on Water Street, Connie Lake. So this place is located on Water Street as well. We had, like, what they call, I don't know if they still call it this at all, Junior and Missy's. Like, junior things and Missy's. MISSES, I think, Missy's. Whatever. And, like, the juniors were, like size, what would it be? Size 3, 9, you know, like, I guess odd numbers, maybe. 11. I said 9 and 11 in a row. Blah, blah, blah. And the other one, the Missy's, were more like size 10, 8, 6, 4, whatever. And they were kind of styled for the, you know, generally speaking, the juniors were more like for the younger variety of person. That makes no sense. So this person who came in understood my language because we were the same age. I'm 3 years older. She was just really super nice, and we had a nice chat. And we know all about each other's medical history. You know how women do when they get together. They talk about that kind of thing. Not really everything, but just a few things were mentioned. So that was nice. And then PJ from over at the hardware store came in, and her little granddaughter picked out something for the daughter. Oh, I better not say anything because what if they look at the video? They're not going to look at the video. Hang on. So, at any rate, like, compared to now and again, this is a clothing store. She does have other things, though, that I kept discovering all over the place. So what I've been trying to do, and what Mrs. Catellis, who I will never call, I think her name's Marlene, because I went to school with her son, we graduated together, and I know her as Mrs. Catellis, that's what I call her. Mrs. K. No, just Mrs. Catellis. We're trying to, like, take a few things to the back so that things slide along the racks better, and I've been wax papering them. I don't know if I told you that, but it was a trick that Mother used back at the Jacqueline shop in Coney Lake. We also had one in Linesville too, by the way. But anyhow, well, Bernadette's going to pounce in a minute. You take wax paper. You can use it in your house and go along your, where you hang your clothes, and it makes things slide. Yeah. It looks a little pornographic while you're doing it, though, must say. Only I would think of such a thing. Not really. Most people do mention it whenever we talk about it. Anyhow, or when they witness it unfolding. So it was lovely, and Mrs. Catellis told me, like, Kathy's such a nice woman. That's the owner of the boutique. She really is. Like, Mrs. K has worked there for a year. She's never, like, raised her voice at her or gotten rude or, kind of like Amy was like that, too. So Amy is also over at the diner. I think you know that. And it's just hilarious. I went in today to get food, to-go food. I have quite a few things to blather on incessantly about, like Edna. I think that she was having some kind of brake issue. I'm not sure what. But it just seemed like it was taking a little bit longer. It was going too close to the floor. And I thought maybe her brakes need to be bled or whatever. And of course, if that's the case, she might have a leak or what have you. So I thought I'm going to drive Mabel, Mother's Crown Victoria, for this week because I'm all over the place. My schedule's out of control. It's, I'll tell you about that later. But, yeah, so Joel did check the brake fluid and it was a little bit low. And he's going to take care of it or whatever. But the point of the story had nothing to do with Mabel, did it? Let me just gather my thoughts. Hang on. Oh, it's just part of what I'm telling you, I guess. So, knowing that I'm not 90 feet literally away from Tony's Diner anymore, and now and again, I figured I better get my to-go food today that'll cover me today and tomorrow being Saturday, because tomorrow I go in we're going to open at 10, which means I'll go in kind of early and do whatever, but, yeah, so I don't feel I can just leave the store and walk down the road. I'd have to, cross over and run, it's a little bit of a distance. Not hideous if you're not leaving a store unsupervised. You know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and called in the to-go order today that'll carry me through. And I drove Mabel to the back of Tony's, and I went in, and I'm, ready to get my to-go food. And suddenly I hear, Lisa, and it's Dino, the owner of the donkeys at Ears Acres. He's up for the weekend. The weather's hideous. It's been raining. That's why my hair looks so delightful. And he ended up buying my to-go. We chatted, of course. He ended up buying my to-go food for me. And then I think he bought someone else's lunch, too. It was very sweet. It was very nice. And I totally appreciated it. And he got to meet Amy. That's what I was saying, is Amy's working there, too. Because Amy was working again today. And so, she heard all about Dino. And she's like, you're Dino. And they got to chatting and all. I just thought it was very nice that he bought my lunch. He probably thinks I'm a hog because, there's like 3 sandwiches in there, but 1 was for today and 2 for tomorrow. Egg sandwiches. And 1 is actually for my dinner tomorrow night here at home. So, and a side salad, of course. You have to watch your weight by having that side salad. Just kidding. I'm going to eat that tonight. So, what else can I tell you, ladies and germs? So I went to Ears Acres, and it's muddy, and the animals are sick of it. I can just tell. They were okay. We all did routines. Haw, the, larger of the 2 donkeys, is leading better every day. I'm so proud of that little donk. He has his routine almost memorized, so it's really funny. But he does walk right along, and he goes over the jump thing, which isn't a jump, the step. And it's cute, because sometimes when he knocks it over, it's funny, because he's so little. Stanley, when he knocks it over, cracks me up, because he shouldn't be doing that, but maybe it's because he's just being a smart arse. I don't really care if he does it or not. I just want him to go over it and, not freak out. The other day, when I still had it on the bucket, resting on a bucket, I now have it resting on a little step stool thing. His hoof hit the back, and it might be because his hooves are too long, too. The blacksmith's coming here in a few days. Yeah, he hit it, and the bucket went flying, like up beside him almost, and he kind of jumped and everything, but he didn't freak out too much, so that was good. He hasn't run me over, but I'm very aware of his every move now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm extra cautious with Stanley. I think that's all, ladies and gentlemen. I've blathered on for about 10 minutes, but I will tell you my schedule. Hang on. Okay, I wrote this out to give to a few of my friends who never know when I'm working, even if I tell them I'm working. I've given them calendars, and they still pop into wherever. Is Lisa here today? So that's why I did this. So I'll read it to you. I sent it to a couple loungers, too. Lisa's Hell Week, Friday, May 6th. That's now. Lavender Blue, 2 to 6. Saturday, Lavender Blue, 10 till 3, 4, or 5, depending on business. Sunday, Mother's Day, diner, 7 to close. 7 in the morning, because we close at 2. Monday, diner, 6:30 to close. Tuesday, Lavender Blue, 10 to 5. Wednesday, I'm off. However, the blacksmith's coming at 10 in the morning up to Ears Acres. And mind you, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm also selling advertisements for the paper, but I can do that from Lavender Blue with no problem, and I've already talked to her about it. Let's see, Thursday, Lavender Blue, 10 to 2, because that's my deadline day, and then I can get home and do the deadline after that. Friday is Lavender Blue, 10 to 6. Saturday is the diner at 6:30. Sunday is the diner at 8. And Monday is the diner at 6:30. Yay. Okay, there's my schedule. Memorize it. I want a full report on my desk by Monday. Maybe I'll ask a trivia question to see if anybody knows. That'd be too confusing. Over and out. Lounging with Lisa. The video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please drop those political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Bye.